Hello once again, watchers of good anime. My name is Nick Pell and this is my review of My Hero Academia Heroes Rising. Now it's the second My Hero Academia film. The first one I have not seen but I own, so I'll watch it eventually, probably not review it. And this basically takes place after the events of season 4. So you don't have to have been caught up on the anime to know what's happening, but there are references and things which are dealt with in this film, which are also introduced in season 4. So just know that, and it was one of the things which I liked because I am caught up on season 4. So it's a cool thing. So just know that. General premise of this film is that the class 1A students are on a summer vacation project, more or less, on this island secluded in the middle of the ocean, where they don't have, or the citizens of this island do not have a regular hero around to patrol and keep them safe. And it's a very low crime area as it is. So they're just kind of helping out, doing good deeds, being heroes, more or less. And then basically we have a all-for-one wannabe villain who shows up called 9. He's basically able to steal and control 9 people's quirks and abilities and use them for his own potential evil means. And for reasons that are shown very early on in the movie, he wants to find these 2 kids and to steal their powers to enhance and basically take over the world. And of course, the class 1A students have to stop him. So that's the general premise of the film. Best part of this film is probably the relationship between Deku and Bakugo, because throughout the course of the show, if you have been watching it, they have been kind of at odds. They've been rivals, but they've come to respect each other more or less once Bakugo found out about the one-for-all ability that Deku and All Might are aware of. And so just the favorite part of this film is seeing them fight together, because they have such a good cooperative relationship when it comes to combat, because they just team up really well. They have really awesome combo attacks, and just seeing them with their banter back and forth, and just seeing them just harmoniously fight side by side, it's just so immensely fun to watch on screen, because these are probably 2 people who will end up being the number 1 and number 2 hero at some point in their lives. And so it's really interesting to see them just be able to work so well together as a team, and it's just easily one of my favorite parts of the movie. The villain 9 is also pretty well not really well, but he's well enough developed that he didn't feel like just a stand-in villain for a movie, and so I did appreciate that. And part of that is because this does feel like a continuation of the show. That's one thing that I liked about Violet Evergarden a week ago, is that it felt like a sequel to what we've already seen in the anime, and this does feel like a follow-up to season 4. Again, with the references and whatnot, but also based on just how 9 ends up coming into the picture. I did like that. I liked him as a character, and I thought that his set of powers posed a significant risk to the heroes, because as he should be, he is somebody who they cannot really take down super easily, and it comes down to the wire more than once. And so I do enjoy seeing those aspects of heroes and villains as they fight against each other. Obviously, the animation, really well done. I enjoyed seeing it. It has the same style as the anime, as you would pretty much guess, but it's also upped a little bit for a movie version. The music's really good, comes in at great moments, and just enhances really epic fights and awesome scenes. And just the fights in general are great in this movie. It's a lot of fights. There's the first act is kind of the setup, and then it's just a lot of fights for the rest of the film, which worked for me because it made it immensely fun, and it was set up really well. That just felt very natural and fluid, that we get a bunch of fights for the first for the last 2/3 of this movie. And part of the reason that it works so well is because everybody in this class, or all these cast of characters, got moments to shine. Even the secondary characters who barely get seen in the anime, they all had their moments here and there to kind of use their powers, show what they can do, and pose something of a risk to the villains who are trying to take down these kids. And I enjoyed that, because it's always nice to see the people who are in the background have their moments to shine. Obviously, Deku and Bakugo, they're the 2 main stars. They're the ones who do a lot of the heavy lifting fighting, but it's nice to see the secondary minor characters get their time to shine on the screen as well. So obviously I liked a lot about this movie. The only thing which kind of irked me is the last 5 minutes. So I'm not going to spoil anything, but there is something which happens during the final climatic battle which seems to change the course of the show as we know it. And that's just kind of taken back after that. And for kind of weird reasons, it seemed to me. It didn't seem like it was done in the most fluid of ways or most natural ways, and it just seemed kind of weird how they did it, because it just seemed like they were going to ruin what they had going with the show. And so it's like, oh, you know that really cool thing that changed the course of our entire story? Forget you ever saw that, because we're probably not going to reference it ever again. And so it made a movie which felt like a direct continuation, like I said, to season 4, feel more like a closed-in, just animated feature, which is never going to be seen again, kind of like the Danmachi movie from last year. And so, yeah, it's the one thing which kind of bugged me. It kind of left the movie on a slightly sour note for me, but overall, I really, really enjoyed My Hero Academia Heroes Rising. It was fantastic overall. I enjoyed Bakugo and Deku, as I've said many times throughout this review. The villain's fun to see. Animation, music, fights are all great, and just live up to the amazingness that is the My Hero Academia anime. So, this is probably battling against Violet Evergarden for my best, or my favorite anime film of the year thus far, with Ride Your Wave at a distant third from both of those. So that's where those are standing at the moment. But let me know your thoughts on My Hero Academia Heroes Rising. Did you like it as much as I did? Did you hate it more than I did? Let me know. What is your favorite character for My Hero Academia? I'd be curious to see your thoughts on the comments down below. Like, favorite, comment, and subscribe once again if you so choose. I appreciate it immensely. And as always, my people, my name is Nick Pell. And once again, Plus Ultra!